Hi everyone, welcome to the Celebrity Diaries. As quite possibly one of the most famous figures in music history, Stevie Wonder's ability has no limits except for behind the spotlight lies a profoundly private excursion loaded up with adoration, chuckling, and family delight. Today we start our excursion through the uncommon existence of Stevie Wonder. Together, they made a heaven of affection and giggling where their 9 kids flourished in the midst of the advantage of their great home, Stevie Wonder, whose genuine name is Stephen Hardaway. Morris was brought into the world on May 1350. He is notable as a gifted artist. Stevie Wonder is the third offspring of Lula Mae Hardaway and Calvin Judkins, both of whom were tragic performers. Stevie was conceived rashly, meaning he showed up before his due date. Due to this, he needed to invest energy in a hatchery at the clinic. The oxygen-rich climate in the hatchery, combined with his untimely birth, prompted a condition considered retinopathy of rashness. This condition impacted the improvement of his eyes and made him visually impaired regardless of this impediment. Stevie Wonder began playing instruments early on, including the piano, harmonica, and drums. He even had a companion named John, and together they shaped a singing pair called Stevie and John. They would perform at city intersections and sporadically go to gatherings and moves. Stevie imparted to Oprah Winfrey that when he was a kid, one of his main tunes to sing was "I'll Take a Stab at a Genuinely New Thing" by Smokey Robinson. He referenced that in spite of the fact that he was unable to see the young ladies who stand by listening to him sing, he may as yet detect their appreciation. At 11 years old, Stevie Wonder sang his own piece called Desolate Kid for Ronnie White. Of the supernatural occurrences, dazzled by his ability, White carried Wonder and his mom to a tryout at Mod. Own a record name, the chief of Motown, Berry Gordy, was dazzled to the point that he marked Stevie Wonder to the names TLA Mark. Anyway, prior to marking the agreement, a maker named Clarence Paul gave him the name Little Stevie Wonder because of his young age. Stevie Miracles agreement with Motown incorporated a proviso that kept down his eminences until he turned 21. As of Walk 2024, Stevie Wonder has fathered 9 kids with 5 distinct ladies. Currently, we should investigate the entrancing subtlety. The goal was clear: to coordinate Stevie's introduction into adulthood. Betty was at first tapped to lead this section, yet she conceded to her companion. Marie's early acceptance that she could make the experience genuinely extraordinary for Stevie anyway cast a shadow over the festival, changing Stevie's expected euphoria into disillusionment. Stevie Wonder, eminent for his melodic virtuoso, had a one-of-a-kind viewpoint on magnificence. Denied sight, he depended on his different faculties to see the world, especially in recognizing the most enamoring ladies in a room. As he once uncovered on page 6, he had an inborn capacity to observe a woman of the world without outside approval. This intense instinct directed him to explore experiences with admirers, frequently naming groupies as his popularity blade, yet Stevie's principles rose above simple actuality. He embraced the term satin dolls, credited to his venerated image. Duke Ellington, to portray ladies who encapsulated internal and external excellence. For Stevie's drawing and discussions and certified characters held more weight than shallow ascribes anyway. He conceded that actual attractions in some cases assumed apart reviewing occasions where deference for a lady's constitution provoked him to start discussions surprisingly. Steve's heartfelt interest stretched out even to the seats of his neighborhood church, as per accounts imparted to the New York Post. Stevie's appeal exceeded all logical limitations as he took advantage of chances to associate with ladies in otherworldly settings. Utilizing his melodic gifts, he changed gospel tunes into statements of affection customized with the names of his paramour. His motions, from offering piano illustrations to imagining shared prospects, illustrated dedication and fervor. Stevie Wonder's dating propensities offer a captivating look into his heartfelt interests and bits of knowledge from his mom. Lula Mae Hardaway uncovered a special pre-occasion custom. Prior to venturing out, Stevie would choose a lady to concentrate on. One prominent example saw him enthralled by his Moan-Mark mate. Diana Ross furnished with interest. Stevie saw insights concerning her clothing, utilizing this data to move toward her with praises custom-made to her outfit. For example, respecting the lively tint of her dress anyway, his advances towards Diana were met with a sobering reality: she was at that point sincerely associated with Motown organizer Berry Gordy Levi Stubbs, of the four tops related how they needed to help Stevie to remember Diana's off-limit status, given her association with the chief yet. In the midst of these experiences, Stevie found a more profound association with Sarita Wright, a multi-skilled figure inside the Motown circle. At first, their relationship bloomed from fellowship developed through their common encounters at Motown's Detroit office. Sarita's allure depicted as new by sources near Stevie enraptured him profoundly. He had an ability to strike to observe her allure through unobtrusive prompts. For example, the surface of her pullover, as per Stevie, a lady's class calm disposition and charming fragrance flagged her allure to him. Their security ultimately prompted marriage, yet the association endured a simple year and a half regardless of the disintegration of their close connection. Stevie and Sarita stayed undaunted partners, proceeding to team up artistically even subsequent to heading out in different directions. Sincerely, in a noteworthy 1973 meeting with drifter Stevie, he indicated another heartfelt premium, depicting her as his sweetheart. Many guess this lady to be Yolanda Simmons, his secretary and clerk, with whom he shared a sharp instinct for distinguishing untruthfulness in others. Stevie's reaction to inquiries concerning their cozy life conveyed a feeling of energy and fulfillment, underscoring the significant association they shared with the introduction of their girl. Aisha Morris, on February 2, 1975, denoted a critical section in Stevie's life. He offered profound thanks for Aisha's presence, ascribing her to making up for a shortcoming both in his own life and his melodic excursion. Aisha's effect was significant, rousing quite possibly of Stevie's most notorious tune, Isn't She Wonderful? She later sought after a vocation in music herself, visiting with her dad and teaming up on accounts establishing their security. Anyway, Stevie's heartfelt excursion was set apart by intricacy and contemplation. The liner notes of his 1976 collection tunes in the key of life uncovered looks into his heart, with reference to numerous ladies' names, close by a message about the idea of adoration. Mike Zello, a guitarist in Stevie's band, offered insights into Stevie's sentiments, recognizing his friendship for Yolanda, yet additionally recommending a more profound longing for a solitary love, may be typified by his ex Sarita. In spite of their profound association, Stevie and Yolanda never wed, despite the fact that they invited a child, Kada. Morris, in 1977, Stevie's 1980 number was recently accepted by a lot of people to give understanding to the intricacies of their relationship, with verses reflecting frailties and fears of losing each other. Reports propose that Stevie and Yolanda headed out in different directions in 1982, with hypotheses about his hesitance to commit completely to their relationship all through the 1980s. Stevie kept on growing his family, inviting children with different accomplices, including Song Macaulay and Cheryl. Reports recommend that in the midst of his remarkable posterity, Stevie is supposed to have a fifth kid, a little girl named Sophia, whose appearance date and mother remain covered in secret, yet in the midst of this conundrum, his heart purportedly thumped for Angela Miffy, a woman whose presence through the texture of his life for quite a long time. As per the revered LA Times, Stevie's quest for Angela traces all the way back to 1986, a pursuit that crescendoed in 1996, when he convinced her to leave her profession as a closet specialist and go along with him in his Los Angeles domain. Their arrangement, Angela guaranteed, was verbal, with Stevie accepting the job of sole provider while she turned into a homemaker. Anyway, their organization reached out a long ways past home life. Angela declared that she assumed an essential part, meaning to Stevie's clinical and individual requirements, from creating specific eating regimens to arranging exercise regimens. Angela explored the complexities of Stevie's well-being in any event and attempted to update their occupants to overcome his visual hindrance with Braille engravings. Thanks for watching this video.